oldest club I remember was the Black and Tan.
The Black and
The
Tan.
Black and Tan. I remember that. Yeah.
Remember your mom would get ready like, boy, we go to
Go to the
bed.
10, boy. We going to the 10.
But yeah, about to go
I
to
want
the
to go
10.
to the Tan too. Shit. I thought I was gonna be able to grow up and go to the Tan.
That's on everything. That's on everything. If you want the latest news and the greatest views, tune into the Central Podcast, the one of my favorite crews. Because they're entrepreneurs who grew up together. Now they created this show to make the community better. Speaking on being leaders, strong husbands and fathers, role models for our sons and our daughters, to business ownership. Like forget a building, you could own the strip. The squad holding it down as Jay Norris with C. Nick, T-Rel and B. Hicks. So what y'all wanna hear about? Like Hail Marys, they gonna air it out. So kick back and listen, they gonna set it, man. You're gonna be enlightened, and that's on everything. That's on everything. That's on everything. They are here to heal the people like Dr. Sebi, man. That's on everything. They celebrate success, so raise a toast with them and watch the confetti rain. That's on everything. 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 That's on
Word up, word up. This is C. Nick, joined by T-Rel, J-No, and B. Hicks. Welcome back, fellas.
What's the deal?
What the business?
Y'all know what it is. This is another episode of That's on Everything podcast, here to give you everything that you need and nothing that you don't. And that's on everything.
That's
on everything.
Yes, sir. Let's do what we do right about this time. Go around the horn, just check in a little bit. Because I'm feeling good, feeling great. How are you? I need to know how you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start with my man in Tampa. What's going on there in beautiful Southern Florida?
Oh man, just living life. Another good week for us. Really, man, I've been so busy on the work side. Since Easter, getting ready for some store openings this summer. Under construction in Florida, under construction in Mississippi. We just celebrated, not to date this podcast, but we just had a really big day in the burrito business yesterday with Cinco. So man, just busy, got projects all over. So I'll be doing some traveling next week and getting McGee, Mississippi open real soon. So getting close there. Byram, Mississippi, we working hard. So staying busy on the work side, and then obviously enjoying the family. We got, we got Mother's Day, did all that, making sure we taking care of Yomi, and my mom, and really just chilling, man. My life is busy, but it's chill. It's weird how it works. But I'm blessed, man. So I got no complaints. I'm having a good time enjoying these playoffs too.
Hey, that Checkers in McGee, is that going to be on 49? Like on the main strip, or is it on?
It gotta be where it's going.
Yeah, it used to be. So we bought the Western Sizzling and tore it down.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Prime.
That's right. That's right by McDonald's, right?
Right now, yeah. So we moving the Pizza Hut over there. So we got a big lot. We're moving the Pizza Hut over there, and we have the rallies next door.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, that's gonna be 10-10, because like them small towns always get a bunch of action.
I'm excited about Byram, man. It's the first time we're gonna put all three concepts on one property. So
okay,
that's a big deal. We've been getting a little bit of local press on that. So that's big, and I know Jay, but folks don't know, but they just opened that Cane's over there, and there's been a lot of buzz about that Cane's in Byram. So we just we trying to make sure that we hit our mark this summer too. So we got a lot of big projects going in the Jackson area. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, Cane's, man. Cane's been, ever since COVID, for some reason, Cane's been like shooting through. They've been competing with Chick-fil-A, which is odd. Like usually Chick-fil-A is the only one that got lines wrapped around the building, but Cane's has been like competing.
Yeah, they up there. So I was looking. I actually posted something the other day about just top average unit volumes, and obviously Chick-fil-A is just smashing the game. Average, $5 million a year in sales, but surprisingly, Cane's, man, they're averaging over 3 million. And that's a big deal for a brand like that, and they don't franchise. That's what folks don't know about Canes.
Word?
No, Canes is not franchised. They tried it, didn't work, and they shut it down real quick.
Wow, they was the product integrity was not what it was supposed to be.
And I'm not so close to it, but just from folks
Yeah.
that I worked with in Texas, we're really close to that brand. But it was probably more centered around either, like you say, product integrity and just operations in general. Things can start to get out of hand when you get too far away from home base.
And that's crazy because all they sell is chicken tenders and fries. And
Chicken. What do you want for dinner?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
And coleslaw. And they ain't
it.
even got no barbecue sauce.
They got the cane sauce.
No, they
That's
got
it.
the cane sauce. That's it. No.
I want some barbecue sauce.
You sound like Jace.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
But you know what? And we talk about it a lot, and in our coaching program, simplicity scales, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's about as simple as it comes when it as a concept, works.
Man.
So it's a good model, man, and they're killing it. So, and when I say they don't franchise, that doesn't mean that you can't get in. Just like Chick-fil-A, you can be an operator and get some, get a piece of it, but it's that you can't just show up with a check thinking that you're gonna get one of those.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
But yeah, other than that, man, just chilling, having a good time.
Word up. Well, shout out to my folks in Byram. I got some people that stay out that way. That's an upcoming area too. And we always hit that area like for gas or snacks or something before we hit the highway when we go visit. So
yeah, we come to Terry Road. We put in a new light, everything. So you're gonna see us.
Got to slow it down.
Right there with the Walmart.
Slow down.
We're gonna share a light with Walmart. So that's a big deal for us.
Oh yeah, especially out there in Wally World.
Yeah.
Somebody do the little $ sound effect.
Ching.
That's what's about to go down in Byram.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, because you're like associated too. Like we're what is it now? What are you building out there?
All three concepts: rallies, Moe's, and Pizza Hut.
So they ask where the rally's at. They're gonna be like right next to Walmart.
Right next to Walmart.
You can't miss it. It's a rock throw away, as they say in Mississippi.
That's right.
No doubt.
Word up. Well, I know on McGee they're gonna be super excited too. I don't know if y'all ever seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but my man was like super pumped when Burger Barn came, and they was watching he was watching the bar come, and that dude was proud, man. He was like, "Man, I'm telling you, I'm about to shut the game down."
Yeah. Oh, and McGee is exciting too because, and you seen our buildings, checkers, rallies. The building is a sign. I mean, you know what it is as soon as that you see that little footprint. So even though we don't have our signs up, we've had the building up for a little over a month now.
That's
so
how
people
you get that buzz going.
They know what's coming. And look, I'll tell you, I live in Tampa, we work in Jackson, office in Jackson, but those small towns, they kill it. They kill it.
Oh yeah.
Those small towns, and you got to do it right. But when I talk about support and business from those areas, those are the best ones.
Yeah. Jobs for the teenagers, career opportunities, food, another option. So revenue, all that. So for sure.
They take ownership. So it's like we're a national brand, but that becomes their local rallies, and they love it.
That's
Word
dope.
up. Word up.
That's dope.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep it in the dirty South, right there in Jacktown, capital city. Jay, what you got, baby?
Oh man, everything's love, man. It's Mother's Day weekend, of course. My daughter's birthday was this week. She turned 6, so we having a party for her on Saturday. So I'm having this whole like 2 birthday thing, which I don't really understand.
Life at a party.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you
Welcome
get
to the club.
Yeah, you get lucky because if your birthday don't fall on a weekend, then you get like 2 birthdays. It's like,
oh, for sure. You ain't know?
I don't understand that concept. It's like we just went out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because if my birthday fall on the weekday, then that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday. That's what
Right. You get that after school birthday. Here go your cake, a couple presents. Now, don't ask for nothing this weekend because I got things to do.
You know what I'm saying? So so we gonna do it nice, man. We got a little roller skating party and some jumpies and stuff like that at this place called Spinner. So it's gonna be dope. But other than that, man, just
you on the skates with it?
Oh yeah. You know, I'm gonna get on the skates. I ain't been on the
Gonna
skates.
be like
in a
Usher
minute.
out there. I'm seeing
Yep.
Usher all over
Oh
all
man,
over social.
he out there, baby. I'm gonna have to, you know, hit me a couple of reels. You know,
You
what I'm saying?
gotta get a
Yeah.
towel though. You gotta get a towel so they know you're really doing it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
But
Show
that
you
boy
right.
ain't playing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you gotta hit his because you know.
Yeah, and then hit him to slow mo. You know what I'm saying? Just come through like, just make you look like you glide through that thing. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, man. And other than that, man, just been on these charts. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make a little change. You know what I'm saying? For the for the 99 and the 2000. But it's all good. You know, stock market is lovely. It's like super down right now. So I'm just letting y'all know if y'all interested in buying anything, it is all on sale.
If you want anything, any kind,
Anything. I couldn't even give you no recommendations because it's all on sale. For real. Everything. And that's
crazy.
on everything.
I love it. I see a lot of people complaining about their 401ks is down and all that. And to hear you from a true trader, trader's perspective, like this is gold. Like,
Man,
we
look,
in
no, but my portfolio is down too. It's bleeding.
it. Yeah.
But I tell people, I said, look, the quickest way to get your mind off of a bleeding portfolio is to trade stocks on the way down. you gonna be like, oh, it's going down? Okay. I promise you're gonna be looking at your portfolio like, yeah, I got Apple over there, but Apple's going down too, and I'm gonna make some money off of that. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
I promise. Because I used to be the same way. I'm like, dang, someone's gonna go back up. What you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Don't wait. Just make money on the way down, and then I promise you're gonna be okay.
So you could be making money on the stock on the way down, taking that cash and buying at a discount everything that you in your buying hold.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Sound like
it's-
real wealth.
It's a win-win.
You know who
Sounds like
Jay?
wealth.
I know you got the nickname Mr. Health and Wealth. Well, we're gonna have to start calling you Billy Ray Valentine. I'm gonna need y'all to Google that for people that don't know. I'm just gonna leave it out.
Mortimer, we're back.
Oh, okay. Oh, from
Trading
Trading
Places.
Places.
$1.
Yeah. Mortimer.
I told you, don't wake me up.
Who's been putting cigarette buzz out on my floor?
Y'all crazy.
Who? But nobody listened to this cat. But yo, he came up. Billy got deep into the game, you know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Billy Ray.
that would be a dope T-shirt, man.
Yeah.
Billy
I'm
Ray
ahead.
Valentine. Let's get it.
I'm definitely coming up. Billy Ray.
Hey, I got another question for Jay though, because I got to know, how was the nap today?
Oh man, actually I didn't get a nap today.
Oh man,
Oh, it's rare, but hey, believe me, it's Friday, so I don't really feel the need to get a nap. You know what I mean?
I really am.
You know,
I feel
but
good already. I feel
but
good already.
look, because y'all caught me mid nap on that. I was like, dude, this must be important. 'Cause,
Why is Jay in the bed? I'm at
Never
work.
call me like this. Who just calling me like that?
I promise, man. After about 10 o'clock, if I made my money in the stock market, yo, naps on deck. I'm gonna fold some clothes and I'm taking a nap.
It looked dark too, like you got them good blackout shades going
There
too.
we go.
I
Got
was
the
like, man,
blackout
is
shades.
it 10 o'clock in Jackson?
Got the mask. No, I got to get a real nap. Like I ain't talking about like just moving around. Phone on silent. You know what I'm saying? I don't get under the covers because I might fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? I just get under like the
That's
the
a nap.
Nah, I get under the throw blanket. You know what I'm saying? Just enough comfort
Okay.
so I don't fall deep. You know, I don't want to get to
Oh, you
to
ain't
that
trying to
REM.
get cozy up in that mug.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get in the
tuck 'em
REM
right
shit.
here. Just,
I just there you go. I just hit it right there and just bam.
excuse me.
That's it. Yeah, so
Man, y'all don't understand. This dude Jay takes naps as serious as like Michael Jordan getting ready for the NBA Finals, man.
Naps are essential.
Like we in we on
Naps
vacation.
like he at the Goddard School. Like it's about that time.
You know what I'm saying?
Start
The
playing them
Montessori.
lullabies.
Get my mat.
we on vacation. We up, music blasting, car playing. Man, just we doing it. And Jay's in the middle of the whole living room on the sofa, pulled out, looking like we can close the casket on him.
Talking about, let me know when y'all ready.
Yeah, no, do me in. I'll be up over there.
Let me know when y'all ready to get up out of here.
Deal me in. Yeah, I got you. All right, good stuff. Good
But
stuff.
he sleep.
Sleeping good. All right, we see my man B Hicks in the building. Let's check in out there in young. I'm gonna just say Lansing. I
Jay
ain't
go
gonna
to
tell
bed,
everybody.
son. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, my bad. All right, sorry.
No, you
What-
good.
what
You good. Yo, we try to see what's good with you. Yo,
man.
come on, man. Come on, man. Let that out.
I'm over here jealous because dude Jay go to sleep on the bus, and on a boat. Did he go to sleep on the tour? Mm-hmm. Yeah, God bless you. Yeah.
Y'all want me to speak? Hold on.
Oh, man. All right, my bad. I'm back. I'm back, man. Sorry.
Yeah, you look at. I don't know.
None
you
really
looking
popping in
kinda-
Lansing, man.
Your signal's a little blurry, baby.
Yeah, fix your camera.
Man, my camera. I mean, on my end is clear. Hold on.
Nah, not to the viewers.
We might have to come back after these messages.
Man, I was just putting that in the chat too. Like, what's
Look,
up? What's up with
nah,
the camera?
look, T-Roy trying to be discreet.
Yo,
I'll
B,
just call him out.
you got that greasy camera,
Nah.
son. Your thumb been on the camera.
Is it still good? Is it any better?
You know how Bruce, every time Bruce go out, he gotta wipe his camera off.
That's how
I swear he got that open Carmex in his pocket. Like, come on, dude. Like, close your chapstick all the way and stop putting your phone in your pocket.
Bruh.
You still buying Carmex, dog?
The one you got to put your finger in it, though.
Right.
It's got the hole at the bottom of the tube.
Yeah, when you
Seal
get old,
that.
you gotta stay moisturized, baby. Hey, don't
Yo,
worry
I
about
don't
the
know what else to
video,
do,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Get some
don't
Burt's
worry about it.
Bees or something.
We good. How you been?
Very well, man. Things are moving along on a lot of these flips. We sold one yesterday, thank God. Cashed that check yesterday evening, so that boy is already spunt. SPUNT.
I said it.
And then we got another one. That one's a nice one. That was a real nice one. That's popping next week. So yeah, got that out. And then it's crazy. As close as we are, I don't think it really hits us. But my son turned 4 and Jay's daughter turned 6 on the same day. And we sitting over
That's
here
crazy.
talking about it, and I was like, oh, they do have the same birthday. Okay, cool.
That
That
is.
works.
Knowing we probably
And we
talked
did the
about the
same
same
thing.
thing
Like,
last year.
Yeah.
Say again?
So we probably had the same conversation last year.
And we're gonna have it next
before
year.
that.
Yeah. So now that was cool. Like you say, oh
What
man.
did you say? May, what was it? Is it May 6th?
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
Third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taurus.
Right.
You got some Taurus babies.
Okay, Bruce, look, I'm gonna need you to get some headphones though, because every time he can't hear us, he put his ear to the mic. He put his ear to the mic. What you say?
I'll make it do
What you say now, Chuck? What you say now, Chuck?
I can't hear nothing on y'all saying.
You know what? They treating you like Kenny Smith on Inside the NBA, like your knees is touching under that desk.
I ain't never had to. Who got my headphones? I can't hear nothing y'all saying. I can't hear nothing.
Bruce over
I
there with
swear.
that IBM.
Hey,
Wow.
you got my
That
hearing
ding
aid?
pad.
Huh?
That Atari 3000.
I can't. I
You got a
left
black and
out
white
the
hooked up.
room and I put my hearing aid right there in the cup where I always leave it. Now who to mess with it? Who to mess with it? I told you I had a podcast to record in like 15 minutes. Y'all keep
Man, go get Tally's
Hey,
phone, man.
Look.
You can't use my phone, Daddy.
Hey, I don't get paid for this. I'll leave right now. I swear to God. I'll leave right now. I get treated better than this by my own kids. Never in my whole life have I been treated like this.
It's warming up. I see the camera finally came through clear.
Right. Look, the humming went away.
He said it's warming up.
Wow. Yo,
Don't
do
leave,
y'all still
Bruce,
have
man.
Best Buy? You need to go see somebody, son.
How you doing, Bruce? Tell us about the flips.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Hey, you say my computer's still warming up like it's a car?
It's clear. It's clear, bro. That's
Like
crazy.
it's the 99 Buick
Man.
Regal? Is that what you saying?
Man,
No, you
got
had the
that
defrost on, dog.
Yeah. Got that little saber.
He got that sliding switch too. When you got to push all the way over to the right.
Click. But both though, because it's head and feet.
Just in case.
Slide that.
Ain't worried about my head. My feet can't be cold. I'm gonna tell you that.
You better chill.
Oh, all right,
gonna
man.
do-
They ain't come here to hear
You
us.
gonna do your
clown
feet
over
or your
here.
windows,
All right,
son?
yeah, my
Yo,
bad.
we
son. We digress.
Oh my goodness.
This is what friendship looks like, son. This is what friendship looks like. But nah, man. So we had a good celebration for Chris, turning 4. And then once again, we're doing something this Saturday because apparently, if your birthday falls Thursday or before, you get another party. You know what I mean? A couple days later. So that was great. But I want to shout out Lansing Capital City Regional Airport. They did something fantastic for us today. Our son, Tina and our son, is autistic, and or he falls on the spectrum, and we want to start vacationing again since it's time, right? And so, without getting into in depth, we'll probably explore that world. But they offered us a tour of the airport, and it went well, right? The exposure, getting him used to it, things like that, and it was all free. And we'll probably post some other stuff for point of contacts. I'm trying to work some stuff out so that this is open to other families with children on the spectrum, because it's huge, right? We don't really see it because it's a mental thing.
Right.
Just like we talked about mental health before. If it's a mental disability, you don't see it. So you're like, oh, that kid's acting out, or somebody get that kid under control.
Right.
But if you're in a wheelchair,
They can see it,
you can see it, so you accommodate immediately for it. So I'll be putting that stuff on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and reaching out to different organizations around the area, because it was huge, man. Just that exposure, and now our family, hopefully, we can actually get wheels up. So we're really excited about that. So I wanted to shout them out because, like I said, they did it. It's not even a pro. We won't get into details. We'll put some things together and get that out there. So that happened today. So we're really excited about that. Now I can vacation, man. I need that in my life because my 4 walls, they all look the same now. I want to see something different. I even painted them and they still the same.
Word up.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Good stuff.
Just real quick with me, pretty much business as usual. Just kind of prepping for the end of this week. Great Mother's Day coming up. I was really just ripping and running in the streets again with the AAU life. So I have to shout out, Warriors 2025 squad that CJ's a part of. Every day is getting better. But they had a great tournament this weekend, over 3 games, and he averaged right at I think he hit 12 one game, 15 in another, and then 16 in the last game. Well, actually 17 in the last game, and they won the championship.
Nice.
So, man, it's just great to see that progression and the execution on the court. It's like I'm looking forward to the playoffs, and I love watching playoff basketball. But I miss all the games to see his game, and that's the best feeling because I'm front row. You know what I'm saying? My feet is on the floor. I know the player. I know the coach. Like, what's up?
You out there like Drake and Spike Lee?
Hey, all right. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to the refs. I'm talking to everybody.
And they know me.
Right. I don't know what these refs be doing, man. It's funny looking at their shoes. I don't know if y'all been to a basketball game lately, but everybody got sometimes like that standard ref shoe and the shoe like a Frankenstein shoe. Yeah, because I guess they got to be comfortable. But I'm like, they ain't no black J's in that color. I don't know what's going on.
Nah,
because you don't have to wear that shoe.
No, you do, man.
You got to get that Serve Pro restaurant shoe.
See,
you better get some. You better get some Yeezys.
You got the non-slips on.
Get the non-slip, baby.
Man,
I learned the hard way trying to be fresh working in house.
Oh, goddamn.
I said, let me go straight to Walmart and get these Serve Pro specials.
Boy, Jay hit the floor. All I hear was, oh, my Lord, 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 Lord.
Yeah, there's some dope non-slips out there now, though, but probably not in the ref shoe, though.
Man, yeah. I be talking to them like, man, where you get them shoes from?
What are
It's
those?
funny to me. So cats will talk to you. Some they just look at you with that whistle in their mouth, and they blow the whistle, and they start counting for the backcourt. I'm like, hey, I'm just asking, baby. It's just a question.
Like, which one is your son again?
Right? He gonna get all the fouls. No, but yeah, man. Well, great, man. Good to hear. People in the world getting blessed with 2 birthdays. It's a beautiful thing.
hey, shout out to nephew too, man. I feel accomplished that I got 1 follower on Twitter, and it's CJ.
Hey, there it is.
Hey, I'm living right here.
We out here trying to make these connections, baby. I got to shout him out for that too. He got his AutoCAD license.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big deal.
No
So
doubt.
that's huge. Very proud. Came home with the paper. I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's looking into some internships. So yeah, we'll get into that another episode. But very
That
proud
saved
of
you
him.
about 60 grand. 60 grand. He probably just put in your pocket.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, let me get them Yeezys, Dad.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And them Currys. Curry
You know what I'm
nines.
saying? That's why
whatever.
we pay these high taxes so you can get these things done.
True story.
No doubt.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into today's topic, which is about my favorite player. Some people call him the GOAT. Some people put him in the argument as the GOAT. The one and only Earvin Magic Johnson. Well, I should say Earvin Johnson Jr. technically, but y'all know him affectionately as Earvin Magic Johnson.
They call
Now
him Magic.
he just dropped a beautiful documentary, 4-part documentary, reminiscent, if you will, of like The Last Dance, what Michael tried to do with The Last Dance. And I'm glad that Magic did this because he had a chance to remind people, you know what I'm saying? They call me Magic for a reason. And I want to show you why in 4 parts, baby. So yeah, we're gonna go around the horn, get everybody's thoughts. I just want to kick it off. First and foremost, let me slide to the left. You see that right there? Right there.
We can't really see it though, for real. You might want to snatch it up.
Hold on, Shannon.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on back there, baby. There we go.
Right there, son.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be worth about 19 J. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Yeah, no,
Autographed.
Yeah, with the shorts, you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah, had to show that. And T-Rail, appreciate the love on that. This is autographed by the GOAT right here, Irv. My favorite player, man. I mean, just watching. I didn't get to see, obviously a lot of him playing time. Just the late '80s into the '90s. He obviously retired a little early, but man, my dad and uncles and y'all from Lansing, y'all already know what it is. Like everybody was talking about Irv. So like the way he played the game to me is like, that's how I approach basketball, get everybody involved, pass first. But he was, talented enough to play every position. He could do everything on the court, offensive and defensively. And you don't get that every day. I have never seen another 6'9" point guard with Magic skills. Like,
nah,
he's like no other. So, but we want to talk about the documentary. They Called Me Magic, which was again awesome. Kind of his, his telling of his own story. Because there's another series out there on HBO, The Winning Time, which is entertaining, but it's sensationalized. It's not factual. So if you're listening, if you want to get the truth, you need to watch They Call Me Magic, because Magic is literally breaking it down in a 4-part documentary, giving you the business and the real story. So I learned a lot. It was crazy because I thought I knew like everything about Irv, and I didn't. Hold on, I gotta put this down before I drop it. So real quick, just like the episodes, right? They broke it out. I love the title, They Call Me Magic, but then he breaks each series out, or each episode, with a nickname. Did y'all know his childhood name was Junebug? I did not know that.
Nah, I
didn't know that until I seen
I saw
that.
it.
Yeah, because his mom was like,
I knew they called him Buck. I didn't know nothing about Junebug though.
And that's episode 2, Buck. Like, I did not know that.
Yeah, didn't know that either.
So to hear that and, hear those coin nicknames and, where they came from. Obviously, everybody knows Magic. But he talked a lot about, being Earvin first, and then Magic kind of being this persona that Obviously, he took on when he got with the Lakers, and Showtime took off, and just being under the lights. That's who he was. That's how he took the court, and that's the persona that people know. But he was a different person, if you will, off the court. So, what are y'all initial thoughts before we? I could go on for days, man. I don't want to suck up all the time. So let's start with Jay, man. What's your initial thoughts on the documentary?
Man, I was just excited to see the documentary and how so much of it was based, in Lansing, Michigan, because obviously that's where, Magic is from. We are from Lansing, Michigan. We went to Lansing Everett High School, where Earvin went. And, Michigan State, which we all a part of that culture as well. So it was just exciting just to see just Lansing on the map and just in a different light, because kind of like you said, we are 80s babies, but Magic got drafted like early 80s. So we didn't really get a chance to see a lot of the high school, up and coming basketball star that Magic was, so, and then also when he got into the league, we didn't really, we wasn't really on that like that. We didn't really start coming around until Jordan got in the league. And by that time, we probably saw a few games with Magic, because, he retired and came back a couple of times, and it was just exciting just to see the story and the whole, how everything was just, laid out. Just this whole journey was just exciting and inspirational, from transformation from, the young kid to the basketball star, to the rookie, to end up being the captain of the team, to retiring, to going through the trials and tribulations with HIV, to becoming a business mogul that pretty much has set the trend for pretty much any NBA player that has decided to do anything business-wise. Magic has done that. And you think about people like Shaquille O'Neal, who's killing the game. He let you know, if it wasn't for Magic doing what he did from a business standpoint, there would not be Shaquille O'Neal as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, big facts.
Big facts. So just piggyback off what you just said. We'll go to T after that. I remember being so excited about going to Everett, because you heard the stories, knew that he played there, and then people was always saying, he got his shoes. They got his shoes up. You can go see his shoes that he played in. That's all I wanted to see, like right in front of the gym. I think somebody eventually broke in or broke the case or something. But I remember them being up in my freshman year, and then I remember Irv actually coming to Everett when they named the gymnasium after him.
Remember that?
Starstruck, son. Couldn't believe it.
I remember Jimmy's dad starting to chant like Magic.
Yeah.
Big Jim got that deep voice.
Man,
that was a great game.
Great game, man. I mean, it was just so surreal for me, like childhood hero. And then that man walks in, like, there he is. What you going?
He's real.
So yeah, it was just like, a surreal moment, man. But T, man, what were your thoughts on the documentary? Initial thoughts?
I mean, I thought it was dope. Really, for me, what I loved the most was getting the opportunity to see and experience the story behind the basketball.
Yes, yeah.
Understanding what motivated him, and understanding what Lansing looked like in the 70s.
Totally different.
We didn't get a whole lot of that, especially from the perspective of someone who was a sports star, and doing things that really changed the scene and changed the tone of things at Everett. We went to Everett, and we grew up there, and to me, Lansing always felt like this incredibly diverse place where you could be, you could look like whoever and fit in. But it wasn't like that before we were born, and that was eye-opening to see that, especially from somebody that we admire so much. But then even seeing like just the what it was like, moving and going to LA and, getting into business, and, that last one for me, the last episode was the one, because that was like where he was talking about the franchises. He's talking about Starbucks. He's talking about the theaters. He's talking about all those things. And that was, to me, that's what I love. Magic, the Hooper. He's, obviously one of my favorite players of all time, but Magic, the businessman, is also one of my favorite entrepreneurs of all time. So like getting into that episode was the best. That was the one for me.
Yeah, number 4 was powerful. I think that's pretty much where they focused, like you said, on him evolving into this business powerhouse. And not only just like going out building businesses and franchises. Like he did it in urban areas where nobody wanted to be.
With a purpose, for sure.
What a purpose. So you got to definitely commend him on that. And like Jay was saying, I mean, I think he kind of laid the blueprint for athletes with a life after basketball. Like, what do I do next? Well, this is what you could do. You could turn your name into a brand, and you can invest in those communities that invested in you and still, make money and be good at it and give back to the community at the same time. So, and we need more of that. It's not happening like that. So it's very, very big for Magic to do that, man. Bruce, coming to you, baby. You still in L-Town. So what are your thoughts on the documentary, They Call Me Magic?
I mean, you cats hit everything on the head. You know what I mean? First off, I wish I was born in the 70s because Lansing looked dope. Right. Yeah, the old school cars, big bodies. That's me all day. So I wish I was born in this. No, grew up in the 70s. Not even born, grew up in the 70s. And it's crazy because I remember what the West Side looked like in the 80s when Magic was starting to become a businessman. Mm-hmm. Right. The Magic organization was buying up a lot of the dilapidated drug houses that were left over from the 80s. They were trying to rehab it. And trying to build stuff out, right? And I just don't think he had the power at that time. And this is something that you probably won't hear too much about, but I just know it firsthand because we lived on Kingsley Court, which is right off of Logan, which is now MLK. That was supposed to look completely different. So he tried to, like you said, like right up, you're investing in the community that invested in you. So I think that was the dopest part, man. I as a player, I never really got a chance to see him play. You know what I mean? Because we just missed each other, obviously, with being able to watch him hoop. So the business side, especially because of the real estate, like I love real estate. So it just made sense, and actually being able to see what it started off, what it should have been, and then kind of where he is now. Had Lansing really truly backed him and supported him, I think the entire West Side would have a different stigma. Right. It took a long time to recover from the 80s. Property values are just getting there. And I think that could have been, and without getting too racially charged, I think that could have been done, set, and wealth could have been transferred decades ago over there. And it didn't. And now if you go back over there, it doesn't look the same. And I think that was strategically put in place for a reason. Right. And I'm not going to get political on it, but I mean, everyone knows Magic had his hand in a lot of the real estate dealings that happened on the West Side. They just didn't fall through. But now if he signs something, people are like, oh my God, did you hear Magic might be landing in Lansing? Right? But y'all wouldn't let the man spend his money here to reinvest. So yeah. I'm glad the spotlight has been shined on him as a business person, not just a guy who played basketball.
Word up.
Sure.
I appreciate that perspective too. That's a whole nother way to look at it, from the real estate side of it. So something I didn't, even think about.
Yeah. Matter of fact, for everyone who's still in the L-Town or anyone who grew up over there, I mean, like I said, man, that was Logan, where they had like Busy Bee, they had the pool hall where the Supreme Court Justice building is. That was all supposed to be different, man. High rises. High rises was supposed to be over there for moderate to low income families. They were supposed to push Kingsley Court back and make that a thoroughfare, and actually redevelop that land. So, yeah, I mean, I just feel like during the 80s when the drug epidemic hit Lansing really, really hard, he was trying to do something that just was stymied from the beginning. And it could have completely changed. You know what I mean? The way Lansing looks. So shout out to, once again, Magic was just bringing money, trying to bring money back into the community that raised them. I mean, like everyone knew Magic. Magic has been, I met Magic in person. He's been over to, like my brother kicked it with him, right? Remember he would do the up and coming stars games at the Brez.
Mm-hmm.
Seen the cat all the time. Like he was forever here, but it was just Magic, the basketball player.
Yeah, and you saw that on the documentary. I mean, he was like always coming back home, spending time with the fam. So it wasn't like he was just gone and forgotten. He was doing his thing, but yeah, always seemed to like have ties here in Lansing and stay true to that. So one of the two things that I learned too from the documentary. Number one, and T kind of touched on it, like with in the early 70s, the busing, that was enforced by the Supreme Court. I didn't even know Magic had a chance to go to Sexton. So I just want to say, I mean, in a good sense, I'm glad he didn't go to Sexton. I mean, something good came out of it for us. Like T was saying, I mean, Everett kind of, in my mind came, I don't know about the football team. He don't go too far there, but the basketball team, I mean, it's kind of like
they're good now, though.
We good, yeah. That's all we gonna say. But man, he changed it, right? I mean, I didn't even know he had a chance to go to Sexton, and that change comes down from the Supreme Court with the busing and the integration. So, and it changed the landscape, and I'm a product of that. Being from a biracial family, like I had no idea that Lansing even looked like that, or felt that way. Because like T was saying, when we grew up, especially in Lansing at EV, right, it was a melting pot from an ethnic standpoint and a racial standpoint. And people got along, and that was a culture shock. Like when I moved down south, I was like, "Where are the Caucasians? Where's the Asians? I mean, where are the other persuasions?" It's a beautiful thing to see Chocolate City, but man, it was a huge culture shock for me. So I always appreciated that, and to this day, that Lansing had that change in terms of culture. And, Houston has a lot of that. That's why, I really like it here. It's very diverse in terms of culture and different ethnicities. So definitely appreciate that piece. The other thing that I thought was so dope that I did not know, and I remember seeing like footage of Magic with headphones on, listening to music, but this cat was a straight up DJ.
Oh, yeah.
EJ the DJ.
EJ the DJ.
Oh, that's my dog, son. Come on, man.
He used to come in. No, what was crazy, because I didn't know that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was such a very settled, introverted basketball player, like outside. Because I guess you see cats on the court, they're expressing themselves, they dunking, they getting crunk. But like you said, Kareem didn't really start smiling until Magic came along.
Irv got there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Irv coming in there with
really
the
had nothing to
boom
smile about. They was trash.
He was just the number one player in the league at the time. But for Magic to come through, young buck with the boom box, getting ready, and he was just bringing that from Michigan State, because that's how they used to get down before the game. So he like, hey, we finna take this to the league, and they like, bro, what are you doing? Like Cap don't like that. Like, come on, Cap ain't
doing like Parliament. No, here it is.
Yeah. So Magic came through with the tunes, baby. Like, hey, it's time to get crunk, baby. Kareem was trying to find his inner chi. Like, nah, bro, let this Parliament funk help you find it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that was so dope. And then one more thing, and we can go around the horn again. Hearing kind of the story, like, because I had a couple different, like, I don't know I guess you would call them documentaries. If y'all remember, like, Michael Jordan had like the Air Up There, or Michael Jordan's Playground. It was like these basically like highlight documentaries. So I had one for Magic. It was on VHS, so I don't even know where it is anymore. But I used to watch that thing all the time, and you would see different clips, and you would see, some of the highlights from Everett. But I didn't know like Irv was that good. Like immediately, like they talked about his first game was kind of like, and my man, the reporter from Lansing State Journal, was like, he went to the second game. And Irv dropped 36, 20 rebounds, 15 assists, and 10 steals. He said that was his first triple-double. That was his second game in high school.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Came out the gate swinging.
I mean,
36 points? Yo, I'm watching high school basketball. No.
So it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Yo, this man had a triple-double. 20 rebounds and 15 assists. Assists lead to points. I want to let you know that. I want you to add that in your head. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
hey, my man was born to do what he did with that rock. And, with all of the things that we talk about now with the businesses and the real estate and the documentaries, just like MJ said, none of that happens if I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do on the court. So like, so Irv was, I mean, he was cold, and it wasn't by accident. He was putting that work in, like
put in that work. He talked about that too, like a place I don't remember, Main Street School, but I guess that was kind of like the hub where the hoopers went pick up, and he was like, I'm trying to pick, my best 5 out here, people that are gonna play their role, because I'm not trying to lead a court. And that's how it is with pickup. You go to the right hot spot, you lose as a rat. But that game that I mentioned, that's where the nickname came from. After that performance, the reporter was like, matter of fact, we're gonna have to call you something. So they, he going through the mental Rolodex or whatever, and they come up with Magic. So that's how cold it was. I mean, literally, one game, my man was like, "You got a nickname coming. Like, we gonna have to call you something because this
a
is
lifelong nickname."
Correct.
Right.
Correct. He said, "My boys ain't gonna call me Magic."
Hey, yo, Magic. Ain't calling another man Magic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the only
got a little ring to it.
Yeah,
it's
but he
cold,
lived up to it. You know what I'm saying? On the
now it
court
makes
and
sense
off the
though.
court.
True. And that's why I like why they named the episode 4 Magic, because it's like they told the story about his basketball career in those first 3 in his personal life, and then they come back to kind of like this genesis of him off the court, what he did in business, and then he evolves into pretty much his powerhouse. I mean, not only business, but he got into sports too, like not just the Lakers, but he got in with the Dodgers, which I think he said was his dad or somebody's favorite team growing up. Was Jackie Robinson, his grandfather.
Yeah, the Dodgers. Yeah.
So think, man, that's so powerful, dog. Your grandfather's favorite baseball player, and you own the team, like you an owner.
Yeah, because I didn't even know that. And I don't follow baseball like that, but I didn't even know that the Dodgers had one dependent under Magic's ownership. So that's dope. So now what's that? 6 rings?
Word.
Right.
6 rings.
Well, I mean, he brought LeBron to LA too.
Yeah. But was he still on the staff when they won? He dipped out for. He was only a little bit.
Well, he made some calls. I know that.
Yeah, I know he made. I know he made it happen.
If it's Lakers, it counts.
Hey, he in the room,
right? Yeah. We talk about the Lakers. This Magic Johnson, it counts.
No doubt.
I remember when, growing up, I remember when they put the statue outside of the Brez, right?
Oh, true.
That was monumental for me, because it was like, man, this is somebody that is from here. They doing things here, like a cat that I've been in the room with, at the table with, like
that's crazy
dinner, like whatever. Like, not even to get into that, but like, this is real. Like, this is somebody who literally has achieved greatness and is being recognized for it at the crib. Like, this is somewhere that we could just drive up to. We gonna see it. We graduated high school there. Like,
had to get a picture by that boy.
Like the statue of this cat that the people that I know call Uncle Buck, got a statue right here in front of the Brez. That was huge. So like thinking about that now, and us all being these kids from Lansing, what can't we do when we see somebody that came from the West Side with a parent that worked in the plant like our parents or our grandparents, played in the same gyms that we played in, walked the same halls that we walked, shopped at the same stores, ate at the same restaurants we ate at. Why can't we we can do anything? Like, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
True that. And I always felt that pride. Like when people, it's funny because like Jay know what I'm talking about. You go down south and you tell people where you from, and they say Lansing. You mean, what about Detroit? Where Detroit at? I was like, nah, son, Lansing, Michigan. You heard of Earvin Magic Johnson? Yeah, I'm from the same city. I went to the same high school. You know what I'm saying? So I can't always back it up with that. So he put us on the map and gave you a sense of pride as well. But like T said, I mean, basically set the bar high. And like, man, if I can do it, kid from the West Side, you can do it. So
no doubt. And one thing that was that stood out to me, man. First, I didn't know that him and Cookie, I thought they were like been together forever. But according to the documentary, it took a while. Right? They were kind of on and off or whatever, and engaged, not engaged, or what have you. But man, I was shocked to see that they got married at Union.
Yeah.
Oh
that was
yeah,
huge, too.
yeah. I remember
I,
that. Yeah.
nah, I didn't, because I had family. I mean, I done
Yeah.
went to Union plenty of
Everybody
times.
been a union.
Yeah, everybody. You know what I'm saying? The old Union. The old Union.
The old union, not that one in the middle, not that one.
Yeah. That was just some land at the time, but yeah, the old Union. So that was pretty neat to see them all pulling up and getting married and at the Union spot. Yeah, so that was dope.
He threw out an old school club I never heard of. I don't know, Dooley's. Do y'all remember Dooley's? I heard
I
about
don't know
Dooley's.
nothing about that.
Nah,
That was
that's
before,
way.
that was just before our time then.
Yeah,
So I was like, I don't remember that joint.
that
I
must
think
have
the
been
oldest club I remember was the Black and Tan.
the Black and
The
Tan.
Black and Tan. I remember that. Yeah.
Remember your mom would get ready like, boy,
We go to the
bed.
Tan, boy. We going to the
Black
Tan.
But yeah, about to go
I
to
want to
the
go to
Tan.
the Tan too. I thought I was gonna be able to grow up and go to the Tan. And it never
That's
happened.
never. Matter of fact, and it was because it was right there, pretty much downtown. It was like,
Oh, I never knew where it
Yeah,
was.
not too far
Yo,
from
it's-
where you live.
Oh,
yeah,
word?
It's the
no, it
Michigan
was,
State Police headquarters now. Talk
There
about
you
a
go.
turnaround.
bruh. It
We
was
here all the
like
time. We might well.
we could walk to the Black and Tan.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
My mom and them like
Yeah.
they could walk to that joint, but yeah, they always used to go to Black and Tan. So I was just like, yeah, I can't wait to go to the Black and Tan. So we ended up going to the Silver Dollar. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
Silver Dollar. Make you want to holler.
Well, Silver Dollar, and what else was
The one out at MSU, right? What was it called? Small Planet.
Oh,
Small
yeah.
Planet.
Small Planet.
Oh, but then remember, they used to throw the parties at Aim High.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Oh
We was
yeah,
at all of them.
Aim High
those
boys.
was epic. And then of course we had the activity room. DJ Crazy Cash. You know what I'm saying? Those was
True.
epic after the football games.
Mm.
But I'm gonna tell you the sleeper. I'm gonna tell you the sleeper though.
What's that?
This was like kind of like before high school. Well, right going into high school. Did y'all ever do the lock-ins at the Y?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
At
okay.
the South Side Y by
Say
Edgewood?
less. Say less.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh. The
Barbara was
lock-in.
like, that's a church night. You God gonna be, if God ain't there, you ain't going.
I was going with my big cousin. We used to lie about my age so I can get in with them because you had to be like 12 or 13 to go.
Bruh,
Man,
the
I was in that
lock-ins at
mud.
the Y was epic.
Word up.
In the
Like-
movie room.
Like you could swim, play racquetball.
Yo, it
watch
was like
movies.
yeah. It was like being on drugs. It was just too many options. I was like, yo, what
why
we
are
gonna
you
do
sleeping?
next? Yeah, I couldn't understand anybody that was going to sleep. I was like, no. Because once the dance was over, they would shut it down so you go to sleep. I was like, no, I'm going to play racquetball. I'll never get to do that. Then we'll go swim. We're going to play basketball. We're going to activity room after that. Like, we would just stay up the whole night. Then you go home, you be sleepy, and you sleep for 2
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, I would never sleep.
Then
Unless
as I got older, I remember working at Sportsplex and we used to do the lock-ins too.
Yeah, I remember those.
But then it's
Ooh,
like, all right,
I
these
never
kids
dated.
need to go. These kids need to leave. Because I was working by that point, like, whose kids are these? Like, why are y'all
Right.
crazy?
Wow.
Wow.
And it was
But
only
yeah,
like
man.
$40. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. What? I ain't have it. Somebody paid for it. I don't know.
You know what I always wanted to go to? I never got a chance. I would always want to go to the Boys and Girls Club. I got that visitor pass a couple times,
Oh
but
yeah.
I never got to
I
go to the
lived-
club on
Magic.
a regular.
I
Talking
think
about on the
Magic's
south side?
sister used to run one of those.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there on Holmes.
Oh yeah,
we
me and
lived.
Beans was up in that boy hard. Played the carpet pool ball. Y'all know what I'm talking about, probably.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Bumper pool.
Man, basketball. They had the activity room. Oh, for sure.
We ain't had no choice. It was every summer we was at the Boys and Girls Club, and then after school we was at the Boys and Girls Club.
My grandma was like, "Nah, son."
Oh man. All right. Well, look, man, we got to do something before we leave. Well, first of all, if you haven't seen the documentary, like I said, I highly recommend it. It's very well put together. Apple TV, you can go find it. They Call Me Magic. You get the free trial. If you don't have Apple TV, it's worth the 7 days. Go check it out because it's all that in a bag of chips.
All that.
And if you want to know anything about Magic, if you're a big fan, big Laker fan, I mean, tune in, man, because it's a beautiful documentary. We didn't talk a lot about it. I mean, we talked about his basketball, but man, Irv had probably the best. Again, it's my favorite player, so I'm sorry, son. It was like the best performance in a finals game. I think it was like 42. Hold on. I wrote it down somewhere. 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists in a finals game against
As a
Dr.
rookie.
J as a rookie. Who do that?
Dr. J, Magic.
It ain't Giannis. It ain't none of them boys, Shane.
So is he the great? So in your humble opinion, greatest point guard of all time?
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going top 5. I'm going top 5
That boy
right now.
segued
I'm going
that
Hold
first.
on, let me sit up straight real quick.
Going first.
Thing in here.
Top 5. Magic. 2 times. I mean, this dude is the best point guard ever. There will never be another point guard like Magic Johnson, period, ever. I don't care who come out. I don't care if he's 7'2". He ain't going to do what Irv did, straight up. Like, the level of excellence and success that Magic had immediately on every level, man, you don't see that, man. That's rare, dude. And people don't talk about that enough. I kind of hate that because I be in a lot of these barbershop arguments. When Irv come up, it's like, who to go? You talk about Magic. I mean, don't talk about Magic. You talk about Kobe. They talk about Jordan, obviously, and LeBron.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't feel like if you get LeBron's game, if you don't have Magic, like, he's like a Magic to me that can dunk for real. I mean, but Magic can do it
anytime
all.
you the second coming, you second.
It is facts. All right, my bad. I digress. Because I get into it, man. But top 5, yeah, for me, it's Magic, Isaiah. I'm gonna leave somebody off, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got to go Oscar Robertson because we talk about Russ. You hear triple double today. I mean, Magic was known for the triple double, but Oscar was like old school doing it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a precursor to Magic, if you will. So I got to go Oscar there. I got Steph Curry. Handle wise, the way he shoots, he changed the game. If he wins another ring, obviously he, in terms of like one of the best players of all time, he could be on that list too. But and then for me, the boy ain't got no ring, but it comes to the position, Chris Paul. I'm sorry.
The point guard,
CP3. I mean, what the boy can't do, I don't know. And wherever he goes, my thing is wherever Chris goes, they win. This boy went to Oklahoma. They was tanking. He said, no. We're going to go to the playoffs. And we're going to be competitive.
I saw a stat. Chris Paul, he has statistically made every team he's played on better. When he got there.
Hands down.
So that's why I was so geeked when he came to Houston, because I was like, oh, we about to win it.
Y'all was supposed to win it.
We was very, very close, but he got hurt. So it is what it is. But that's my top 5. Magic, hands down, the greatest point guard of all time, period.
I don't think you're going to get too many people disagree with that.
I haven't seen a list yet, but I want to meet that guy.
I'll go second. My top 5, Irv, number 1, definitely a game changer. Number 2, John Stockton. Number 3, Steve Nash. Number 4, Chris Paul. And I know Corey gonna love my 5. AI.
I knew it. There it is. Which AI played, he played more of a 2 in my opinion, but he could definitely.
I feel like Steph is more of a 2 than AI. Like, look at the offense they run. He coming off screens like Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. He
does have a bit of a combo for sure. But like just the way he handled his handles, he can pass the ball too. And AI to me was just like a straight 2 because he was straight go get him mode.
Yeah, but he was still handling the ball. He just didn't pass it to nobody.
There you go.
But to be a point, you got to know how to pass.
No, to be a point, you got to run the offense. It's not his fault that he was the offense as well.
True.
I can't pass it to myself.
This is true. You can put AI on the list. It's arguably, but yeah, I put him more of a 2. But yeah, that's cool. I love that. All right, Jay, no, we coming to you.
I bet that, man. So first I got and I picked mine because I ain't no like huge sports fan, but I picked mine based off of the true essence of a point guard. So Magic pretty much set the tone for the true essence. So Magic number 1. Number 2, I'm going with Steph Curry. All right.
Wow.
Number 2, I'm going for Steph Curry. Now look, this is my thing, right?
You said true essence. Now this should be Stockton. I want to let you know.
I feel you. That's my what you call it, your joker, your
wild card,
a wild card.
your ace.
Just because here's the deal. Steph is a perimeter shooter, and you can't be mad at that. That's where the point live at. So if he out there and he got it, then let it rain. But if he don't got it, he ain't selfish with it. He gonna dish it out. So he just happened to be. I think he's a true point guard that just is flame with the three.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
What I will say to piggyback off that point, what I love and I always stress to CJ is move without the ball. Like he gonna get a ball up so quick and he gonna run around.
There you go.
You like, man, where? Next thing you know, pop. Like,
It's a wrap.
Yeah, so that the point guard can find him.
Oh, wow. Here we go. No, come on.
So,
All right.
Sorry.
So you're good. So number 3, Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Zeke.
Yeah. Number 4, Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul is probably in this generation probably the truest point guard.
Hands down.
Me. And then number 5, the glove, Gary Payton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know C. Lewis gonna be happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I got hey, he was dishing that thing off in Seattle. You know what I'm saying?
And defensively, he was.
And defensively, he was.
Yeah.
So those my. So if you don't like it, then at me.
Get at me, son.
All right, what you got? Don't come without a list, though. Don't say nothing if you ain't coming with your list.
Please.
Hey, this about to be the most interesting, eclectic list.
You know what I'm saying?
You might hear Clyde Frazier. I don't know who you gonna hear. Hey,
Dennis Rodman.
Because Charles Oakley really was a point.
Oh man.
It's I mean, we're going top 5 point guards, right?
The show is about Magic. Remember that. I just want to let you know before you go with your
I mean,
number one.
Well, everybody's one is gonna be Magic. Like it's Magic, right? So I'm gonna go with Magic, and then I like Steph Curry. I believe the point guard is the general of the floor. So if I can't shoot it, I'm opening it up for somebody else. That's why the Klay Thompson is that good. I don't think you could put Klay Thompson on any other team and him. Get 3 rings? Yeah. No, there's no. I mean, this is my list, but there's no Klay without Steph, right? So it's just facts. Isaiah Thomas, obviously, is Isaiah Thomas. I agree with Gary Payton, and the only reason why I agree with it because my man locked down anyone who had the rock. You know what I mean? The glove. So he's cold. This one I'm gonna probably get.
Ooh, here it is.
In trouble.
Avery Johnson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Penny Hardaway, man. I'm gonna go Penny Hardaway. I feel like my man Penny Hardaway was a good. It was a great point guard, bro. I think, just like Chris Paul, I just couldn't get to the promised land. So, you know what I mean? I think he's a solid.
You ever seen your son wide open for the game winner and he passed it?
This is my list.
Come on, son.
Right?
No, I think Penny Hardaway was. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. And my last one would be what did I write here? Kyrie Irving. I think Kyrie Irving is one of the greatest of all times. Like that cat is a general on the floor. I don't like him as a player, but stats are stats. So
I think a lot of people discredit Kyrie's championship because LeBron was there, but Kyrie made that happen.
Absolutely in Cleveland. Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
No, I think Kyrie is a beast too.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I think. Like I don't think he gets more. I think his controversy overshadows his accomplishment.
I was just finna say that.
What I mean?
Word.
So
because he's a baller.
Oh, dude, still, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like how do you still
Drew.
average 20s and you play half a season?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, I know how your body's only played 40 games, so you good. You take a C4 over there.
Fresh.
To add to that or to build on that, the one thing I think I'm always going to remember and what I think Kyrie has, changed the game, if you will. We talk about changing the game like Steph Curry with the shot, but Kyrie's handles bro. I mean, Isaiah. Like I thought Isaiah Thomas was like the coldest guy with the Rock that I had ever seen. And then you get, Steph comes and then Kyrie explodes. Man, this cat can split 3 defenders. He's like an artist, and he called his he called himself an artist with the Rock. Yo, and yeah, the controversy just straight overshadowed that. But man, he is sick with that basketball. He got it on the string. I ain't never seen that type of handle. Period.
Yeah, you have. No, you have. Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah, you've seen it. It was just in flashes, right? And I'm not saying these cats are at all the greatest, right? But you got to go look at Stoudemire, Damon Stoudemire. He was a ball handler.
Jamal Crawford.
Arenas, Jamal Crawford. What was that cat? Agent 00, Arenas?
Gilbert? Stephon Marbury.
Gilbert Arenas.
That's who it was. Yeah, that cat was like a mix between. Because remember, he was shooting Steph Curry's range before Steph Curry was, right? So he could give you the shot, and he had the ball hand. Like, he just couldn't stay healthy. So, I mean, we've seen flashes of greatness. What was the Jason Williams? I thought he had crazy handle.
Oh, White Chocolate?
White Chocolate had the handle for sure.
Crazy. Oh, he was straight on that A1. That N1 ball.
So we done had some handlers, but Kyrie, his turnovers aren't as much, and he can score. That's what separates him, and that's why
one of the best finishers at the rack.
Yeah, I would say seeing him dribble in traffic and finish is pretty amazing.
It's watching somebody paint. So like watching my man Bob Ross on Saturday morning put trees on the canvas.
You know what I'm saying? It's like magic. You be like, man, what? That's a tree? A whole forest.
Yes. Yeah. So like I said, I think you do. Did he make the 75? I don't think he made the 75.
Kyrie, no. Man, we could go another hour talking about that 75.
It's more like 13 and a half, bro, because some of them cats shouldn't have.
Like, you can make a team of cats that shouldn't be on that list.
Yeah. We can make another 75 almost, who should be on that list.
Don't worry about it. We could do an episode on that, but we ain't, because he got snubbed. I think him and Dwight Howard are probably the 2 biggest snubs on that list.
Now you cussing. This is a family-friendly show.
Yeah, Dwight Howard got snubbed.
For sure.
Dwight Howard is warm.
Okay,
cocoa.
Come on.
All right. Hey, man. Look,
you don't laugh at my choices, but Dwight Howard? Yo, look, man, what?
Yeah, that's a whole other episode. Yeah. Hey, so y'all tune in when we get into this.
No, we don't get into it. No.
But great episode, fellas. Another one's in the books. We appreciate y'all joining us and talking about one of the greatest to ever do it, Magic Johnson. Until next time. I'm C. Nick, joined by T-Rel, BX, and Jay Norris. And this is That's on Everything podcast, here to give you everything you need and that you don't. And that's on everything.
That's on everything.
For sure.